Hey, Bobcat fans, welcome to this edition of In the Paint. Coach Rusty Walker, how you doing?
Oh, man, doing great. Happy Veterans Day to all the veterans out there.
Yep.
And fighting for our country over the years and just blown away by the sacrifices.
You know, real quick before we get into basketball, the Veterans Day thing that we do around here at the for Hallsville, that's quite touching. We have a lot of servicemen here.
That's pretty cool.
That's retired or have devoted or sacrificed themselves, and that's a big thing.
It blows you away, the sacrifices for our country, and we're all indebted.
100%.
Yes,
well, let's talk about basketball. We've been waiting how many months now?
It's been a while.
We start we've had 2 scrimmages so far. We start the season off in Hebron against.
Well, we start off in an unusual fashion. Our season tip off is Thursday at 2:30. We play Naaman Forest, and later on that day, we play Louisville Hebron at 5:30 in the Prosper tournament.
I got you. So two scrimmages. I know you still got a couple of guys in football that's coming. Mm-hmm. What are you seeing so far? What do you like so far?
Well, the main thing about us is we have a collection of guys that like to compete, and when you do that, you tend to have a good team, but you also tend to maybe even play better than maybe what you are on paper, right? Because you just compete so hard, and that's been what I consistently think about our guys is we just have a collection of competitive people.
So how many seniors we do leaders this year? Just seniors.
I think we have 6 seniors. No, we have 7 seniors. We have 7 seniors, and we have 8 returners.
Right.
And so all the returners aren't seniors, thank goodness, but quite a high number of seniors.
So and the veteran, I guess you call them veterans now after the first year. That has got to help because they know what your program is.
There's no doubt, and when the kids know each other and they've played with each other before, that's a bonus as well. And so yeah, we do have some veteran experience, veteran leadership, but we also have a lot of guys on the team that really they may have been on the team, but they're playing a different role this year.
Right.
And so there's an adjustment period on that, and but overall, I like what I see, and we're anxious to get going.
So I'm gonna hit it with the elephant in the room. Losing Anthony McDermott. I mean, the guy was on varsity for 12 years. Seems like. Is that something? Have you already got somebody filling that role, or is it going to take 2 or 3 guys?
No one person can do that. I mean,
that guy was so special for the program.
Anthony started for us for 4 years and was first team all district for 4 years. I mean, I can just go down the list of accolades. So not one person can do that, and we wouldn't expect that from anybody. It's a collection of people, but then going back even the last few years, it wasn't like that was the only guy we had.
Oh no.
And so, at the end of the day, basketball is a team game, and we'll certainly miss Anthony as any team would, and we just have to move forward and have different guys step up.
So, as a coach, do you get different players every single year? I know high school ball, it is what it is. Do you ever have to change your style to match what you got on the court? Or?
Well, you have to have a style that's flexible. So we don't change the whole thing, but we tweak different things, or we highlight different things depending on our personnel each year. We're much we have a roster that's we have more guys on the roster that can do more things in the paint,
right,
than we've maybe had. And so that dictates that we're a little bit more power-oriented. And, we've had some years where if we weren't hitting the 3 ball, then we weren't going to win. And so we're a lot more balanced, I would say, and have a lot of guys on our team that have good length and good athleticism.
Is that by balance? Is that by what I'm looking for? Is that by structure where you have you have one, we was doing 3s, now we can move.
Well, like I do it like this, Guy. Like if you were on our team, I'd say, Guy, just knowing you, I'd say, Guy,
I'm fouling everybody.
You know what, Guy? You can shoot a 3, and if you make it, we'll let you shoot another one.
Okay.
But see, if you miss that one, now you need to go to the hole. And that's kind of how we do it. Kids don't like it when you say, "Hey, you can't shoot them at all."
Right.
But you gotta kind of remind kids sometimes what they're good at.
Right.
And Kobe was just up here being interviewed about football. Kobe's a paint guy, and he knows that, and he's a putback guy. And so, Kobe is going to take an open 3, but he's not out there hunting 3s.
Right.
And so it just kind of depends on what your role is and how you evolve as a player. And by the time you're playing for us, we're specifically sitting you down, going over things and trying to make sure you know what your strengths are.
I'm sitting here just flabbergasted by the whole conversation, honestly. No,
that's a big old word.
Well, that's exactly how I would. Guy is example of a high maintenance player. That's exactly how I'd have to manage him.
well,
I wouldn't
understand
be shooting.
that.
I think I could shoot the three. I feel like I can.
And everybody can shoot them, but everybody can't make them. See, I need makers.
So there you go. So he may be signature press.
I get my little feelings. I'd get my feelings hurt pretty fast for me.
So how many
Stop to the threes.
So how many tournaments are we looking to do this year?
Well, we have 3 tournaments.
Okay.
And we're going to Prosper, we're going to Royce City, and we're going to Waco Midway. And our schedule is a little. First of all, it's a very challenging schedule, but it's a little bit odd in that with being in this 9-team district in 10-5A, we start district on December 3rd. So our district is our schedule is front loaded, where we're playing as many games as we can early and as much games with as much of a challenge as we can early to try to prep for those early district ball games. So a lot different. There's been years that I've coached where we're not starting district till after New Year's, and so this is very early, and it does take a lot of planning.
Is that different for you, like you say, planning wise, or do you have a different strategy?
Well, it's different. You just got to you got to be ready.
Right.
That's the number one thing. You can't afford to kind of get your legs and kind of work up to it. And all right, now guys, we're really to the more competitive part of our schedule. Our schedule is competitive every single night. Like we have said to the kids from day one of school, listen, our schedule every single night is a challenging opponent, and I think it's going to pay off for us in the long run.
And that's what you want.
So I'm
you want to
assuming
be challenged.
That's why you travel. I mean, you don't play a tournament as
Well,
close as it
if
seems
we
like.
only play tournaments here locally, we're going to see the same teams over and over again. And when you have a 9-team district in 5A, that's pretty much all the East Texas 5A schools. So, we feel like it's advantageous to travel and see different styles. And by the time we rock along in the season, we've kind of seen most things that people can do to us. And that's maybe showing us where some holes are, and maybe showing us where we're pretty good at stuff. And so hopefully in that way our team will continue to grow, and we'll continue to evolve as the season rocks along.
And I assume they'll give you some idea about postseason as well.
Well, absolutely, but it's a long time till then. So
we in the postseason. We can talk about it. You've got the program now, Coach, and this is a compliment to you for sure. Now we're not talking about if we're going to make the playoffs. It's where are we going to be in the playoffs?
Well, we hope so.
We hope
so. We want to be playing
deal.
our best ball towards the end of the year, and hopefully, people will see us the first time they see us, and then see us towards the end and be like, these guys really got better throughout the season. And that's what I think every coach is shooting for, is just that their guys keep gelling, their chemistry keeps getting better throughout the season, and then their execution. Yeah. And so, we talked about our competitive nature in the beginning. That was really the first thing I said. And because our guys are competitive, they're the type of guys that want to keep getting better throughout the season. So I'm really excited, and I'm looking forward to the year.
Yeah, we look forward to for watching y'all season long. JR, you got this. Take us out.
Coach Walker, appreciate you coming down today.
Oh man, thanks guys.
Kick the season.
No,
off.
we're gonna tip it off. We don't use our feet.
Let's tip it off.
All right, there we go.
There we go.
Thanks again, JB.
Yeah, thanks for Bobcats for tuning in, and thank you to Bubs 33 at Longview and Roof Masters of Hallsville. Go Bobcats.